You know what's rare? Finding someone who understands your pain without needing an explanation. After everything I went through, I stopped expecting people to truly see me. Then I met her, and somehow, she already understood. Sometimes, the people who heal you appear when you least expect them. 2 days after meeting Ethan, my phone rang during dinner. Unknown number. Normally, I wouldn't answer. But something about that moment felt different. So I picked up. Hi, is this Ashley? Yes. My name is Sophia. I work with the Scholarship Foundation. My Scholarship Foundation? We'd love for you to attend our leadership retreat this weekend. The retreat was held outside the city, near a quiet lake surrounded by mountains. It looked nothing like the world I grew up in. Peaceful, open, free, and honestly, I felt out of place the moment I arrived. Everyone there seemed confident, successful, perfect. And then there was me. That evening, I sat alone near the lake, watching the water move quietly under the sunset. It reminded me of who I used to be. Quiet on the surface, while hiding storms underneath. That's when I heard footsteps behind me. You look like someone who thinks too much. I turned around quickly. A girl around my age stood there, smiling softly. Dark curly hair, calm eyes, a confidence that didn't feel fake. I'm Ava. Ashley. At first, we talked about simple things. School, dreams, the retreat. But somehow, the conversation became deeper naturally. Like we'd known each other for years. Then suddenly, Ava looked at me carefully. You hide your emotions really well. My chest tightened instantly. How do you know that? She smiled sadly. Because I do the same thing. That night, for the first time in a long time, I told someone everything. My family, feeling invisible. Ethan, the betrayal. Everything. And Ava listened quietly the entire time. No judgment, no interruptions, just understanding. When you spend years feeling unwanted, Ava said softly, you start believing you have to earn love. That sentence hit me harder than anything else. Because it was true. Then Ava told me her story too. And suddenly, I realized why she understood me so well. She grew up in a family where success was everything. Perfect grades, perfect image, perfect life. And when she couldn't keep up anymore, they treated her like a disappointment. Different pain, same loneliness. Over the next 2 days, we spent almost every moment together. Laughing, talking, walking around the lake at night. And little by little, something inside me started healing. Not because Ava saved me, but because she reminded me I wasn't alone. On the final night of the retreat, we sat by the lake again. The stars reflected across the water beautifully. You know, Ava said quietly, the way you talk about yourself sometimes, it's like you still see the old Ashley. I looked down silently, maybe because I'm scared she'll come back. Ava smiled softly. She never left. She just finally realized her worth. And honestly, that was the first time I truly believed it. When the retreat ended, I didn't feel like the same person anymore. Not because my problems disappeared, but because I finally stopped facing them alone. For years, I searched for people who would notice me. But maybe what I really needed was someone who understood me. For years, I thought my family's problem was me. I thought if I became smarter, more successful, more noticeable. Maybe everything would finally feel normal. But when I came home that night, I realized something terrifying. My family was already breaking long before I changed. And the truth hiding inside our house was finally about to explode. The moment I walked through the front door, something felt off. The house was too quiet. No TV, no music, no sound from the kitchen. Just silence. The kind of silence that feels heavy, dangerous. Then I heard voices upstairs. Angry voices. My parents. They almost never argued loudly. I walked closer slowly, trying not to make noise. "You've been hiding this for months!" "I was trying to fix it myself." My chest tightened instantly. Fix what? Then my mother said something that made my entire body freeze. "We could lose the house." Lose the house? My mind couldn't process it. The house I grew up in, the only place that ever felt familiar, was in danger. Have you ever discovered that the people you thought were strong were secretly falling apart too? If Ashley's story connects with you, like this video and subscribe to the channel, because this night changes everything. I accidentally stepped on a loose floorboard. The sound echoed instantly. The arguing stopped. A second later, my dad opened the door, and when he saw me standing there, his expression completely changed, like he suddenly realized I heard everything. "Ashley?" I looked between both of them silently. What's happening? For a moment, nobody answered. Then my father sat down slowly, and suddenly, he looked older than I had ever seen him. "My company's been struggling for a long time. I kept thinking I could recover financially before anyone noticed. But things got worse. Much worse. The next hour felt unreal. Bills, debt, warnings from the bank. Every word felt heavier than the last. And suddenly, all the little things from the past few months started making sense. My father's stress, my mother's anxiety, the tension in the house. We weren't okay. Then something happened I never expected. My sister started crying. Not fake tears, not dramatic tears, real fear. What are we going to do? And in that moment, for the first time, she didn't look like the confident girl who always needed attention. She looked scared, just like me. Everyone was panicking. My mother looked overwhelmed. My sister was crying. My father looked defeated. And suddenly, without even realizing it, everyone looked at me, the quiet girl nobody used to notice. "We'll figure this out." My voice sounded calmer than I felt, but falling apart won't help. And strangely, they listened. That night, I stayed awake helping my parents organize paperwork. Budgets, emails, calls, plans. And while working beside my father, I noticed something strange. He kept looking at me differently. Not like a child anymore, but like someone he could rely on. Years ago, I begged my family to see me, to notice me, to value me. And now, at the moment our family was falling apart, I became the one holding everyone together. Not because I wanted revenge, but because pain had quietly made me strong. For a long time, I thought life was about surviving pain, about smiling while everything inside you is breaking. But I was wrong. Life isn't just about surviving pain. It's about what you become after it. This is how I finally took my life back. The scholarship offer was still on my mind. One message, one decision, a future I never thought I deserved. But my family needed me. Our house, our situation, everything was unstable. And for the first time in my life, I was being pulled in two directions: stay or leave. That night, I called my family into the living room. My hands were shaking, not from fear, but from responsibility. I got accepted into the scholarship program. My father looked up slowly. My mother froze. My sister stopped breathing for a moment. Because everyone knew what it meant. I can support the family, I said quietly. But I also have to go. The room went completely still. You've already done more than enough for us. His voice cracked slightly. We can't hold you back from your future. My mother stood up slowly and walked toward me. For a second, I thought she would argue. But instead, she hugged me tightly. I'm proud of you, my daughter. Those words hit deeper than anything before. My sister walked over next, but she didn't smile this time. She looked emotional. I used to be jealous of you, she admitted quietly. But now I understand why everyone notices you. She hugged me too. For the first time, it wasn't competition anymore. If you've ever had to choose between your dreams and your responsibilities, you know how heavy this moment feels. If Ashley's journey inspired you, like this video and subscribe to the channel, because this is the moment everything changes. The day I left, the sky felt different. Not sad, not painful, just new. My father carried my bag to the car. My mother stood at the door. My sister tried to act strong, but couldn't. And me? I wasn't crying, because I finally understood something. Leaving doesn't mean forgetting. It means growing. Months later, everything had changed. The scholarship opened doors I never imagined. New city, new people, new confidence. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't the quiet girl anymore. I was Ashley. One evening, I went back home. But this time, I wasn't the same girl who left. My family welcomed me differently, not with worry, but with pride. My father smiled like he had finally found peace. My mother held my hand longer than before. My sister showed me her achievements, trying to share her world with mine. And for once, we weren't broken. Standing there, in the place where I once felt invisible, I realized something important. I didn't win because I fought others. I won because I didn't give up on myself. Pain didn't destroy me. It built me. That girl who used to smile through pain finally learned how to smile without pain. Not because life became perfect, but because she became strong enough to live it fully. And that was my real comeback. If you watched my journey from the beginning, thank you. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, because this isn't the end of Ashley's story. It's just the beginning of her new life. And maybe yours too.